so here is part 2 of my comments and commentary on the ReesaTeesa story. One of the things I was wondering about, but she did answer this, was the whole cash, agreement that he signed, right? And I was like, because again, I was listening to this all day yesterday and all day this morning into this afternoon. And I was like, well, what did he think he was going to do with the money? As far as how was he going to produce the money? Because everything was a lie, but you kept signing documentation that you were willing to give full cash for the house. But if somebody would have accepted, what was you going to do, Cletus? And I'm like, what, make up another lie of why you couldn't get the money? And she answered that, or touched on that. And I think she also said, if I'm not mistaken, and comment down below if you know, I think she said on her live, that's the one thing she always wondered, what was he going to do if somebody actually accepted the offer to do a cash payment of the full, because he was approved for I think $750,000 for the home or something like that from Chase. So he say or whatever, right? But that was a lie. But then he was signing cash payments for around that amount or even higher. And I was like, well, what was he going, like, so sir, what was you finna get this money from? And I'm like, okay, clearly it would have been another lie that he would have made up as to why he couldn't get the money out. But that's just like, to me, that's why I feel like it was absolutely a mental situation. Some people say schizophrenia. It had to be. In my opinion, this is allegedly. I'm not saying he does or whatever. But, I mean, unless you're the devil, who in their right mind is walking around doing this? He's not in his right mind. He can't be. Like, what? One of the things she kept talking about was red flags, right? And a lot of us talk about red flags. You didn't see the red flags, and you didn't this and you didn't that. And she said there were red flags, right? She said, I forgot what she named it. But she said there were absolutely red flags. But my thing with this and this whole red flag thing, right? Because that is a commonality with women. And everybody asking, you didn't see the red flags? You didn't this? My thing is this. When you are interested in somebody, when you care about somebody, when you love somebody, when you want something to work, when you want, and this is something I really appreciated her honesty for. She was like, a lot of times I would just say to myself, girl, are you that jaded? Are you that scorned that you can't even believe a good man when you see him? Like, people don't understand that there are women who are scorned and are jaded so much that if we were to ever come across a good man, we are still questioning ourselves. And so it's not easy to point out the red flags when you are so scorned. And you are wondering, is it me or is it them? And I really felt that when she said that. And when you are really into somebody, you don't want to believe that stuff. You don't want to believe that stuff, or you want to see it through. And you can call a person a dummy or whatnot for wanting to see it through, but that's just what it is. I want to see this through to see, are you really lying or am I tripping? I need to see this thing through. If that means I got to go through the ringer to do it, then maybe that's what it is. But she wanted to see it through. She was really just wondering, is it me? Am I tripping? And she kept saying, but you see the money, which we, then find out was fake. But she was like, but you seen the money. You seen the money in his account. Can't nobody lie about that. Nobody gonna lie about, showing you in your account what's, what money that's in their account. So I have experienced those moments where I would physically see something or hear something. And I will be like, but I know I seen this. I know I heard this. And then come to find out it was BS. It's like, but you're now it's like, is my mind playing tricks on me? Am I going blind? Is my vision getting blurry? Am I not seeing this right? So this whole, red flags, listen, even though sometimes them red flags are a little yellow. Okay, caution. All right, it's a little caution. Okay, it ain't completely red yet. All right, so we may just still want to investigate until it get red. All right, and then by the time it gets red, sometimes that woman is now in it. She can't get out. She got to see it through, or she wants to see it through, and maybe it turned yellow into green. Okay, I don't know, but we can't always fault a woman for you should have seen the red flag, because maybe what is considered a red flag to you is not a red flag to me. Or maybe if something is a red flag, we don't know if that red flag can turn yellow and then turn green, which means that situation can turn out good. I gotta see it through to know. So I just hate sometimes. Now, if it's a clear red flag, if you meet a man and he got 7 kids, 7 baby mamas, ma'am, throw the race car flag, throw the USA flag, throw the Africa flag, throw all the flags on the play. Okay, the football flag, all the flags on the play. Throw in the rainbow flag if you want to. Okay, so there are some situations where it's like, okay, ma'am, like this is clear as day. And in some situations, it's like, I'm sorry, I gotta see this through. I need to understand if it was me or if it was you. She did touch bases on the fact that one of the a creator exposed him, which I did see. That's how I ended up watching this whole thing, because I seen her video and I'm like, who is this girl? So I started going into a spiral and found the story. But me personally, I feel like this. Because Reesa said she, rather him not be exposed until she had time to do what she needs to do before this got out. And I respectfully will say this, and this is even something as a content creator I am going to have to understand and learn. The minute that you put things on social media, your expectations you should even have done. And this is no disrespect to Reesa, but understand, you put out this whole audio, I call it audiobook, but you put out this whole audiobook. This is TikTok. You don't think people are going to try to research and find him and or expose him? We're women. They gonna be like, listen, where he at? What we mean that? I don't condone or necessarily agree with exposing him, but at the same time, we have to understand we put our stories and our business and everything out into social media. People will take that, and people will want to, even if they don't know you, they want to ride for you. And a lot of women and probably men wanted to ride for her. Where he at? Who is he? Or a lot of people looked at it as, let's make sure he doesn't do this. Let's bring awareness to who he is and make sure he doesn't do this to another woman. But at the same time, I do understand that she said, I at least wish the creator would have given me the opportunity to set up some things within 24 to 48 hours before she exposed him, so I can get myself prepared. I got that part too. But we just got to be careful. You really cannot have any expectations when you put yourself out there in any kind of way on social media. It's unfortunate, but it's true. All right, guys. Well, that's all I wanted to say. That's my kind of commentary on this situation. Please leave your comments and stuff down below and let me know what you think. Again, this was not a bashing session on her or him or anything like that. I just wanted to give my commentary because I really understood her story. I really respect her for what she said and how she explained herself. I'm hearing he came out and said something. I'm hearing ex-wives are saying stuff and all that, but I just really appreciate her story because it really was an eye-opener for me. And that's why I wanted to comment, because I took something from this story in a positive way. And it's just adding to my singleness of just being safe, being understanding, being aware in this world, and just making better choices. So comment down below and let's talk about it if you guys want. Bye.